Hey everybody, it's Julie. Welcome back to my channel for another Flower Friday. Today we are going to be making a poppy. Now, I will say that I used my silhouette to cut this. And I'm going to check and see if the Cricut has anything that's comparable to it. But I had a request for a poppy and I ordered a punch online to do the petals, but I haven't gotten it in yet, and I still wanted to do this because I think that the Silhouette's poppy is really pretty. So I went ahead and did it, and then when I get my punch in, I might go ahead and do another one with that because the flower will look totally different. So this is what I came up with today, and this is using an orange paper. It's by SEI. It's old. I think I've had this for 8 or 9 years, probably maybe even more than that. It was when they first started making papers. So this is what it looks like. The Silhouette cuts 3 petals, all of them, and I cut them all out in the orange. And then it also cuts a little black center for the flower, and actually another black like circle center as well. But I chose to use this one because I think it looks more realistic to the center, and then I put a little bit of a bling in the middle just to give it a little bit of sparkle. So let me go ahead and show you how I shaped and assembled this flower. Okay, so what you're going to start with is you get 3 petals. For those of you with silhouettes, I did shrink this down a little bit. I don't know the exact measurements because I just left it together, and then I shrunk it down so they were all the same, you know, relatively the same size that they started with, but smaller. I guess that, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but you got, if you have a silhouette, you know what I'm talking about. And then, so I cut them out, and then I cut the little black center out of black paper. Okay, so all I'm going to do to shape these flowers, and this is really easy, I'm going to take my embossing tool, and the part with the very round edge, and I'm just going to punch or push down in my center. And all this is doing is kind of grunging it up a little bit and lifting the petals up to the side. Okay, so I'm just pushing down right in the center several times. And that's just going to raise my petal up and give it just a little bit more dimension. And you won't see those marks because everything's going to be covered. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the flower just a little more dimension. I'm using black, Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I'm just using a sponge. And I'm just going to go ahead and just color the edges of these flowers black. And I think that this just gives it just a little bit more dimension. You don't have to use black. If you don't want to use black, use a different color or don't use any at all. It's up to you. But I think the flower looks really sharp with the black edges. So there we go. All right, so now I'm going to spray them so they get sparkly. So I'm using my homemade glimmer, and this is just the clear color. So it's just sparkle and alcohol or water, whatever you want to use. And then I'm going to heat set these real quick. Won't take very long because I didn't put too much on. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my petals up. I'm not going to curl them. I'm just going to turn them up. Just like if you're curling ribbon, all you're going to do is take, I like to use a paper piercer, and I put one finger behind the flower, and then I put my paper piercer down on the front, and I just curl up. Okay, just curling up. That's all you're going to do. And this just gives your poppy the dimension, like it looks like it's facing toward the sun, because that's how poppies look in real life. Okay, so that's really, this is super easy to shape these petals. Okay, and then I'm going to put a dollop of glue right in the center. This is really like, once you cut these flowers out, this is like a 2-minute flower. I mean, you'll have these ready to go quick. Just make sure you're offsetting the petals when you put them in there. Okay, so now we've got our flower without our center. Just fix that petal just Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and glue my center in. Right to the middle there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a bling right in the middle. One I like. Put a little hot glue on the back of that. And put that down right in the middle. And that's how quick and easy you can make a poppy with the silhouette. So I've got 4 of them that I've done here. Okay. I think they came out really good. Like I said, if I get the punch in early enough this coming week, I'll make another one using the punches. I found a company, it's McGill, I think, that makes them. Let me see. I went to Archivers on Wednesday or Tuesday, and yeah, it is McGill. And they make all these little flower punch accessories. Like this is the stamen punch that I told you that I wanted to find. And so I found one, and it's really cool. It works really good. Let me punch one out for you so you can see. But these are really cool for just centers of regular flowers that, you know have stamens in real life. Okay. And you just cut it out, and then it looks like a snowflake kind of, and you just curl it up. And then you have the center of your flower, and that's fairly realistic looking, really. So I ordered from McGill as well a punch that looks like a geranium leaf, I think, and you use that for a poppy as well. So when I get that in, I'll do a couple examples and see if I can get it right. And then if I can, I will do a Flower Friday with that poppy as well, because I know that not everybody has access to a silhouette, so they can't cut this pattern. But you can modify things. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. It can be, something that looks something like it. And like I said, I'll try and find in the Cricut if they have anything that is similar to this. All right, everybody. I hope that you guys have a great holiday weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.